Alright, hello Minecraft geeks and enthusiasts. Okay, what do we got here? Let's have a look. I have to post this one because I think you might be interested. Okay, where are we? Let's get some geek speak out of the way. Alright, I'm running legit version of Minecraft 1.4.5 server ready, all that sort of stuff. nvidia GeForce GT 630M, 950 megahertz, but I'm not running any threading, so you can see the rendering sort of lags a little bit. Ooh, let's have a look. So, why am I posting this? Well, I want to build a flat screen display. You can see I'm running a steampunk skin. The reason is because just the graphics makes the pixels look pretty cool. It says let us see. You can see there's like 4 redstone lamps per pixel. What I wanted to build was a flat screen display that was not only scalable, I want it to be modular, I want it to be logically sound regardless of processing power, I want it to be flexible, and I want it to be accessible so you don't have to use any exploits. So let's have a look. So I've gone all over YouTube and I haven't seen it. I'm the first one to do it as far as anybody posting on YouTube, as far as I can tell. So let's have a look. So you can see the end of the sea here is like 4 redstone lamps, and like it goes all the way back. Don't be scared, it's just repetition. Back end of each pixel, because they're 2 by 2. That goes back with all this grey stuff, all the way back 2 by 2, and it stops with this black stuff here. And as you can see, it goes all the way down, all the way across. There's a ton of repeaters. There's no tricks with the repeaters. There's no programming with the repeaters. There's only one click in the whole thing, the whole model, from top to back. It's only one click, and that's just this one. See the cursor? See, it's not 0, it's 1. And that's because what we're doing from this end, from the signal end, we're translating one signal into a lateral signal. How do we do that? Well, it's a pain in the ass. See the black and white connectors, they go all the way down 3-dimensionally through the entire structure. It's all consistent. Every single pixel is the same. So you can see it's sort of white here and stuff like that in black. The reason I've got these connectors is I need the wires offset alternately. See, like each one going down is offset on the left, but in the gap in between, you can see there's the same orange and blue like connectors or wires. Doesn't matter where the orange and blue wires go on each connector. So there's your flexibility. The reason I've offset them left and right, you'll see shortly. So I've got piston arrays. This is the data storage. I've taken the piston array concept, tweaked it slightly. You can see they're not crammed together. They've got gaps in between. This is the reason for that is I have access to every single data point. At every single data point, I have access to it for editing purposes. Now I'm going to reference my CAD axis over here. We've got y-axis, x-axis, z-axis. Right, so for each piston array, theoretically, that could be scaled as long as you like, because check it out, it's flush. It's flush with the screen. It doesn't extend outside the borders of the display itself. So why can't you make it as big as you like? You can. All this orange stuff is an attempt to get the signal in from the top and the back. Right, so it doesn't matter how big you make it. On the y-axis, you can have it as wide as you like. On the z-axis, you can have it as tall as you like. But the circuitry, the signal going in from this engine over here, I'll show you in a sec. I mean, this is arbitrary just for this 8x8, but theoretically, doesn't matter how big you make it, circuitry is going to be on top. So that's the constraint. That's the only constraint. The piston arrays themselves, on the y-axis, this green one, unlimited, but on the x-axis, going back this way, it does have a limit, because let's have a look. It does have a limit because of the pistons, including the piston plus the blocks. The absolute limit is 16 blocks. Now you can see I've divided it up in between yellow and black, with each piston array going back. I've got 8 all up. That's because this piston array here, which holds the data, is only responsible for this top row. I just went with 10, with a piston array that has only 10 frames, or 10 positions. It's supposed to say Minecraft, and 10 positions, 9 letters for Minecraft, blank thing at the end. Now, the data, see this mess in the middle. This actually goes back to the 17th century. Silk weaving looms in France, the birth of computers. Each one of these is a card. It's an abstraction of the data required for each row. You can see number 1 here, which is the number one piston array, which is only responsible for the top row. So you can see it's mostly blank. It's all glass, except for a row of blocks at the bottom. And we've got 10 frames, so you can see the top row of all these 10 frames are all black, all empty. They're all zeros. Then we got ones right at the end. I just did a frame, didn't know what else to do. It demonstrates the idea. The reason why I've gone with this, the left and right alternating wiring here, is because if something goes wrong, I can go in without exploits. I don't have to use a no-clip. I don't have to use a Superman. I don't have to use server cheats. I can go in, and you can see all the repeaters are just repeaters. There's only one repeater in the whole model, which is different. That's the one I showed you at the front. Some of the text you'll see is a bit scrambled. What have we got on the front here? Let's have a look. I was showing the letter C. That's good. I've got an engine at the front. Use the engine of your choice. I've gone with a few models, but I found this. I go with logic rather than exploit. So I want to explain this little one here. I'll just do a bit of the circuit so you can just see. It's really simple with a step 4 repeater. The reason is that the buttons themselves are not one click; they're 3. So watch this. It lights up based on the torch over here. Just with a oh shit. And it cuts itself off. Let's have a look. It just goes bang bang. Gives you 1 pulse only. Doesn't give you 2. Doesn't give you 3. All the white stuff here. This is another safety feature. I've gone with safe 2-step alternating engine. There are other options on YouTube which use 1 piston and 1 block. That is actually an exploit. It's not logically sound. It will screw your stuff up. And it just pushes all blocks out of the way, makes a huge mess, takes ages to fix, you'll lose sleep, you get upset. Okay, the green stuff here is just wiring with repeaters to keep going. The yellow bit here is an XOR gate. This structures the signal. So you can see it's going left and right, left and right, left and right. Now, to secure the signal, prevent jamming, in case this stuff's up over here, I've got the red stuff here as a circuit breaker. I'll just demonstrate that quickly. All it does is just goes clunk, right? Just stomps on it. Stomps on every part. You can see these 2 in the middle flashing all at the same time. 1 pulse. The ones either side alternate. The signal can only be secured. It cannot be 2 at once. You won't screw it up. So where are we up to? Well, there you go. FT. It's a bit scrambled. I could fix it if I wanted to. I have access to all the data points. It is a pain in the bum, so I'm not doing it. There we go. Craft. Scrambled. That's supposed to be an M, an I, N, E, CRAFT. No, this is only 8 by 8 pixels. If you want it 16 by 16, this starts to jam right back. The limits are the data arrays themselves. I've kept it safe at 10 steps. If you wanted it more, the problem you're going to have is that each chunk, see this yellow chunk here, this sits within a 16 block chunk, which is the default Minecraft rendering chunk. Now, if you keep it within the 16 chunk, you won't have any dramas. If you start pushing stuff outside 16, if you want it 18, 22, 24, if you want to have larger objects, you start to have rendering issues. And things start to scramble like that. But you can see, like, for the most part, I've got it done. So I think that's about as far as I'm going to go with this one. I can use my circuit breaker to shut it down. There you go. It's all done. Oh, there's bats. I don't know why there's bats. I don't know why the bats are in this version. But there we go. Alright, if you guys got any questions, any comments, I'd be interested to hear it. If you've got any better ways of doing this, keeping it flush, keeping it scalable, keeping it modular, neat, tidy, and logically sound, then by all means comment. Alright. Thanks guys.